Hello everyone, it's me. I'm really bored, so I'm going to do a video game rant about the Golden Sun series. Now, the Golden Sun series is a series of RPGs that came out in the early 2000s, and I fell in love with them because I'm a big RPG fan. So, I'm going to start with Golden Sun 1. Golden Sun, it's hard to explain the plot because it really takes a shift over time, especially in the second one. And basically, there's this thing called alchemy, which there's four elements to it, which is wind, earth, fire, and wow, I'm forgetting it. Oh, water and ice and all that shit. So they're all named Venus, Venus for Earth. Then you have Mercury for water, and Mars for fire, and Jupiter for wind and all that stuff. And these basically control the world, but they're sealed for these lighthouses. And these people called Sotiros and Metadiri, or whatever her name is, want to unseal these lighthouses, but it will cause cataclysmic damage to the world. So your party goes out and tries to stop these people, and you basically, in the first game, you get through two lighthouses. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my papers here. You get to two lighthouses, and then shit happens. And the second game starts with another protagonist called Felix. The first one in the game is Isaac. And his goal is actually to light the lighthouses, not stop them. And that culminates kind of in the end. I won't spoil it, but the plot is... I like the plot. I think it gives kind of backstory to characters. It's, it's not too complicated, yet it's kind of have its complicated elements. It can get kind of dreary at times because there is, long dialogue scenes, especially in the second game. When you first boot the thing up, it goes on and on and on, and if you don't like the story, it just, you're gonna hate it. But I actually like the story. I'm engrossed by the story. I've looked it up a lot, finding different things. But what really drives me is, the system itself of why I like the RPG. It's turn-based. You have basically psychic powers called psychiatry, or synergy, as it's pronounced by many. I call it psychiatry. And each person is allowed to, use these powers, or you could just simply attack. And then you could also get this thing called Djinn, or Jinn, which are kind of like little animal type things that you find around the world, and they heighten your power, and you can also use their one abilities, and then you can combine them to create this giant summon thing that rips apart the battlefield. And it's kind of hard to explain without having an image, but just go check it out, really. And you kind of have a multitude of ways to attack your foe, and that's what I really find interesting about it. Is that there's multiple ways in which you can do this, and the psychiatry, you don't. It's not like when you have MP, you don't have to like in Final Fantasy 1 or something, when if your MP cost goes down completely, you'll have to either use an ether or something to heal it. In this, it doesn't. It heals over time as you walk around the world map or a dungeon or something. So it's better than just having to buy items and repair. And you can heal up your psychiatry that way, but it's just kind of limitless in what you do, and you kind of create this. There's multiple ways in this to defeat people. Graphics are excellent for the Game Boy Advanced. It kind of combines a little 3D element to things. It was groundbreaking when it came out to see the GBA being able to handle this kind of graphics. What else can I talk about? Yeah. Let's talk about the new Golden Sun that's going to come out at some point. I've been looking for this game for about 6 years now. Once Golden Sun 2 came out, there's been a lot of speculation. A lot of people really wanted this game, especially when Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out and Isaac, the protagonist to Golden Sun 1, came, and he is featured in the game as an assist trophy, as well as a music. If you unlock it, there's a boss theme, which is really good. Yeah, that's the only thing I forgot to mention. The music, there's really good tracks in some of it. Magma Rock for the second one I really love. Boss themes are pretty good. Battle theme is good. I really love, in Golden Sun 2, the first battle theme that you see when you first boot it up, when Jenny's fighting around. That theme is really cool. And they used to just, like, stick in your head. You know, I end up humming them on occasion. Love the character design. Love a lot of things about it. Can't wait for the third one to come out. I've been waiting for it for 6 years now. From what's come out so far, it looks pretty good. It kind of reminds me of the remake of Final Fantasy IV for the DS, which isn't bad. I heard good things about it. I actually haven't played it. I was thinking of playing it, but I haven't gotten around to buying it yet. But it really is a great series of games. You can get them very cheaply. I'd start with 1 because it's just easier to integrate into the second story. And the best thing about this is that you can do multiple playthroughs. You know, if you beat it, you know, and you come back to it, you may think that, you know, there really isn't much replay value, but you can come back to it and you'll find different ways to fight the enemies and how to level up, and there's just there's multiple things you can do, and yeah, the story will get tiring after some point, but you just skip over it. I mean, there's some lines that just drag on and on and on, but you know, the payoff of the battle is good. Sometimes there are cheap moments, I guess, that when I first started playing the game, especially in Golden Sun 2, I guess, there's like 2 particular bosses that I always had trouble with, but that when you replay these games, you'll get better and better and better, and I cannot wait for the third one to come out. I'm like psyched. I was so psyched when I heard about it because Camelot, the developers, have been, you know, kind of scooting around this game for a long time. I remember there was an article in Nintendo Power talking about a new game for Camelot. I think it was like a Mario Tennis game, and there's like a little bubble on it saying, we couldn't resist asking Camelot about Golden Sun because we knew that all the users would ask about it because that's like one of their famous games. But yeah, that's Golden Sun for you. I'll probably do another log thing about Rogue Galaxy. That's another good game. I'll probably talk about that. But yeah, so that's my review of Golden Sun. I'd give it, on a scale from 1 to 10 for the first one, I'd give it a 9. For the second one, an 8. And hopefully for the third one, a 10 out of 10. So, yep. Go buy it.